Wow, is that lens dirty? Hello, that's better. Facebook has this thing where it reminds you what you did on the specific day 1 year ago, 2 years ago, whatever years ago. And I have to say, I really kind of like the function. It's not so much about dwelling on the past, but it's good to see where you came from and what you've achieved so far. The past few days, Facebook has been reminding me pretty much on a daily basis that exactly 2 years ago, I was in New York with Baum and his band to record the album that was released recently. I went there to do daily sort of journal style behind the scenes videos. And I had never really done any videography or anything before that. It was a lot of hard work. Took a vacation to go work more than I would at my job back then. But it was well worth it. It was such a great experience. I didn't do this alone. Along with me was Baum's photographer, Remo Bus. He had all the camera gear. I didn't really have a filming camera. I just had a photo camera that happened to have a video button. Fujifilm X-T1, so a good camera for beautiful manual photography. That camera is not made for video, so I'm actually trying to sell it. So anyways, thank you Facebook for reminding me that 2 years ago, that was what started me making videos, basically. Going there to New York and doing this on a daily basis, diving into the world of editing in programs that I had never used before. It triggered something and I'm still on it. I'm still doing videos. The impact that those 2 weeks have on my life still are huge. After that, I sort of only did a couple of snippets at concerts, maybe the occasional live video, backstage footage, teasers for concerts, and then for the new album, quite a few of the music videos. The first video that I did for the new album was for the first single, which was Things in Life. We had a proper storyboard, we had some extras. The clue behind the video was the actual song lyrics were translated into sign language, and then this was filmed. I didn't film that, Remo did, but I took all that footage and I edited it. It was kind of tricky to edit. Well, you had the lyrics, you had the rhythm patterns, and then you had the sign language, like if I cut there, am I cutting off half the word or is it okay? So it was kind of tricky. I think I wanted to throw the computer out of the window at least 3 times, but reward, the video actually ended up on MTV. I mean, improvised editing of mine ended up on MTV, so yes. The next song that I did was -2, and this was 0 budget. We didn't invite anyone, we didn't get any extras. We didn't even use a video camera or a camera for that matter. All we used is a mobile phone. We wanted to have like a darker side where you're angry or depressed or you're in like a rut. And then we wanted a lighter side where you're like freed and you're making a straight back and you sort of, so there were so many issues with the planning because we had to do it on a really tight schedule. At first we wanted it to be me filming him and then him filming me and then we'll stitch the two together, something like that. But the sun was starting to set, so the light was going. But not only that, also the battery on the phone was starting to die. So we were just like, okay, we have to do this. This is a one take. Not just a one take and then another one take, but an actual one take. We can only do it once before the sun is gone and the battery is dead. So here we go. What I did with that was I fixed it in the mix, so to speak. The next video was again a 0 budget video for Run Stop. The thing about Run Stop is that the lyrics are so fast that we decided to make a proper lyric video. I just went through all the leftover footage that we had from when we were in New York, sort of stitched those together in a way that you could read the lyrics over them, big bold letters, rhythmically. It's sort of like karaoke with the bouncing balls, but without the bouncing ball. It takes quite a bit of time simply because you have to place all of those words, make sure that they're at the exact right spot. There you go, lyric video. So that's that. And then the last video that I did for this album so far is Beggars and Thieves. Again, I didn't film the actual footage because Well, you can't even say the person who filmed it because it wasn't a person. So anyways, I'm gonna cut this short. The main character and also at the same time videographer of this video was Angus, the dog. We found Matthew. Matthew is a police officer in New York and he's also a canine dog trainer. So he helped us by strapping a GoPro on one of his dogs, whose name is Angus, and then took him for a walk through Manhattan and sent us the footage. I had a lot of fun editing this because I love dogs. And surprisingly, this video also made it to MTV. So I already made 2 music videos with no budget at all, and they ended up in MTV. So what does that teach us? Oh yeah, hang on. It's all about good content, not so much about the expensive gear you have or whether you went to some kind of film school. Not saying that. It just makes me happy to see that even with the short amount of time, if you put in double amount of effort to think about a story and double amount of effort to really go through the material and edit with your heart, then things can work out. That said, the next music video is the first one of this album where I wasn't involved in the storyboard and I wasn't filming, I wasn't producing, and I'm not gonna edit this video. We had to get up really early. Good morning, everyone. Got up at 6 a.m. about to pack our stuff and head to Lausanne. We're gonna go for a music video shoot for Baum. I will be filming the behind the scenes and hopefully I'll also be able to do something for you guys. So 2 things. What, 2 birds with 1 stone? Is that what you call it? That's too early in the morning. I just need more coffee.
Holy fucking Jesus, ich bin begeistert. Ja, Mann. Nicht normal. Hallo!
Hallo!
Ich will fragen, jetzt sind hier 2 Pfannen. Ich wollte irgendwo an einer Kamera unterschreiben. Ah, da.
So we've arrived. Welcome to the beautiful, if also a little bit gray, Lausanne. Let's go see. Let me just tell you what it's about first. So it's basically Timea Baczynski, one of the best female tennis players in the world, represents Essex, and Baum, the band, represent Onitsuka Tiger. Modern tennis versus retro tennis. None of the boys, well, men, none of the band members had played tennis in years. So here's the story. Baum plays against Timea Baczynski, and of course he starts to lose, and then his friends come in to help him and to support him. But they were trying to hide it, so they're all like standing behind him, hiding, and then when she starts serving, they would like all raise their arms like with 2 rackets each, so they would have better chance at actually hitting a ball. Ridiculous. There's the human pyramid that they had never tried before. They just got there and I was like, how are you gonna do that without anyone falling over and getting injured? I don't know, they did it. Second try and it worked already. They tried to trick her by running in with an extra net and then they just raised the net so that, you know, when she serves the ball wouldn't go across. So, I mean, how do you come up with this idea? I mean, I know he's silly, I just didn't realize he was this silly. And the funny thing is that regardless of all of these key scenes that were actually, you know, in the program, some of the things that happened, you couldn't plan it if you tried. I mean, throwing the ball towards your your friends and them having to sort of jump away and falling over the spontaneous shenanigans that added up to the whole picture. And yes, I did think with all this stuff going on that at least someone's gonna get hurt eventually, but no one got injured. Well, okay, almost no one got injured. The behind the scenes that I made is finished. Hopefully by the time you guys see this, it'll already be out. I'll link it below. And hopefully the music video itself will be out soon too. I will also link it below. Let me know how you like it and let Baum know how you like the finished music video. And if you don't have the album yet, then please get it. Please support us. Thank you very much. And Merry Christmas. Oh no, it's a bit early. Sorry, it's so cold I think of Christmas cookies. All the heaters in our apartment don't work right now. It's probably only like 14 degrees inside. I'm sitting here bundled up. I have my blanket. My best friend is like my little water bottle to heat me up, and this helps. Actually, I got this from a friend of mine years ago, and here it is, saving my life. Thank you. Is it Christmas yet? Is it time for Christmas cookies?